Dímelo, dímelo, dímelo. Once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the Spotlight series where we take a moment to highlight incredible and extraordinary individuals. And today I have the honor and privilege. By the way, my name is AJ Ramos. Like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Anyways, back to regular programming. I have the honor and privilege to be with an incredible woman of God, representing our culture, the 200%, embracing this new season, una Latina que de verdad, remember the name, this is the season, the one and only DaniLeigh. My goodness, what an honor, what a privilege. You liked it? Was that okay?
I liked it, it was beautiful.
It was from the heart.
I felt it.
And I meant it.
I know you do.
Because we got to give flowers to the living.
Absolutely.
And how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain. Too blessed to be stressed, feeling the pressure of answered prayers.
Okay.
But what a time to be alive.
I know. What a time.
Listen, I'm going to start getting goosebumps now because, first of all, I got mad love for your family. And we'll talk more about that story and how we're here. But I remember the first time one of my homie, Delges from West New York, New Jersey, Dominicano, this was maybe like a couple years back. He's like, yo, check out this girl.
Yeah.
And I've always felt that you've been ahead of your time.
Thank you.
Right? And you represent what is the U.S. culture, the 200%. You're 100% Latina and you're 100% Americana, embracing the whole hip-hop culture and everything in between.
Right. Thank you.
How are you feeling in this season of your life? And by the way, if you haven't checked out her Instagram, DaniLeigh, if you haven't checked out her music, she's on a whole new wave. Kingdom and culture is what we're doing, but we'll get to that shortly.
Absolutely.
How are you doing in this season of your life?
I'm doing well. I'm doing very great. Honestly, it feels so good to put music out again. It's been a minute, so I'm very happy that it just has a lot of purpose,
Of course.
I feel I don't know, I get excited every time I'm dropping. I had seasons where I was like, just doing whatever. And I'm like, no, this feels so much richer and like light. It just feels light.
Speaking of seasons, right? I feel like a lot of people don't really talk about different seasons, especially in this music industry, right? You got the high mountaintops, the low valleys, and we must always keep it honest, open, and transparent. But you've been through some seasons. You've seen the glory. People haven't seen the story.
Yeah.
You've been through some trials and tribulations and some lessons.
Absolutely.
But when we choose to hear the message, it's a blessing, right?
It is, for sure.
What would you tell the Dani that started her career? What advice would you give her? What would you share with her?
Wow. I would tell her to sit down, calm down. I believe I kind of experienced fame and like the fast life very young. I was only like 22 when I got signed.
Goodness.
I even met Prince at 18. Like, it was just like a lot going on that it felt like a dream come true, And it just made me feel, I don't know, I don't think I was truly like ready for it, honestly. I was a little immature. I was not really just thinking, honestly. I feel like I was just going through the motions and I've been through a lot. But I just feel like, God was always by my side through the whole thing.
You're still here, right?
Yeah, like even in the worst case scenarios, I feel they could have been way worse. And God was truly like holding me down, like, daughter, come on. He just kept trying. And I was just living my life, not really thinking about anything but myself. I have a lot of moments that, I don't know, I'm getting nervous.
It's okay. Don't be nervous. You're just,
Yeah.
First of all, I want to tell you, don't judge yesterday's decisions with today's wisdom.
Right.
Grace is always given.
Yeah.
But I thank you for your vulnerability. And this is why, because I feel like sometimes, especially in any industry, whether it's a music industry or whatever the case may be, think about it. If you reflect right now, you were 22 years old, signed, and listen, like you was moving. And sometimes we get caught and lost in the sauce.
Literally.
But not only that, though, the world tells you of what true success is.
Right.
But then you taste success. Fame, money, power, respect.
Yes.
And people don't talk about the dopamine hit of reaching that.
Yeah.
And hence suicide, depression,
Oh,
and the numbness, which if you think about it, all I heard right now in this story that you're telling me was, I was numb, now I feel, I have changed and you're in a new season.
Yeah.
But what has been the biggest lesson that life has taught you? And we're going to get to like the new music and all that you're doing,
Yeah,
but I
for
truly do
sure.
feel that your story is a story of victory. I feel like so many people will connect with your story and know that the grass is always greener on the other side.
Yeah.
But what's the biggest lesson that you learned in life right now from 22 till now?
The biggest lesson from 22 till now is to find God. I think when I was without him, I've always known of him, but it didn't allow me to truly like heal. I was in a lot of brokenness during a lot of those seasons, and a lot of those challenges in life I couldn't handle and didn't handle very well. And I was searching for answers without having anything to hold on to. And
that was a bar right there. Searching for answers without having anything to hold on to. Put that on a shirt.
right. So having that faith that and learning scripture, I feel that God having plans to prosper you is just, it gives you a certain faith that you're like, okay, through all these challenges, I still have my purpose. I'm still going to keep going. And then becoming a mother really, I feel, shapes me to just truly grow up and have the biggest purpose ever and have someone watching me, you know? So I do a lot with that in mind. And the biggest lesson is, I would say, just having strength. And even if you don't have like the full strength in that moment, it'll come, you know? You have to keep fighting for it and continuing to believe in what your purpose is.
Of course. When was that moment and where were you? For example, I'll share with you, I probably shared this many times. I was in radio. I was working at Mega 97.9. I was a marketing promotion director there. I was working with Don Omar on his internet radio station. I was doing TV for Telemundo. I was a morning show host at Sirius XM, and I was getting my master's in communications. I was working for 4 or 5 media companies at the same time. And in the external, I was doing it. But in the internal, anxiety, depression, alcoholism, drugs, and the thirst for fame. Not success, because those are two different things, right? Success is inner peace. Success is making sure that your family is right and doing what you love and falling asleep peacefully at night. But I wanted the limelight. I wanted the fame, and I put that at the altar. And then I got a piece of it, but I was still empty. And I remember on a hungover night, I was probably, doing some drugs after a night host and all that in between. I lived in a basement in my mom's house, no windows, on a shower the size of maybe from here to here. And I just started crying. And for the first time in my life, I just put my hands up and said, God, I surrender. I'm yours. Wow. The next day I got fired from La Mega. Wow. The next day after that, I was making more money as an entrepreneur. And 6 months after, I became the first U.S. Latin hire at Spotify pre-IPO. God is good.
God is great.
That was my first encounter with God and his goodness. I was already starting to go to church. The walk hasn't been the best. Like the walk, you fall, you get right back up. But for you, what was that first moment in that first encounter where you felt God pressing on your heart? Because remember, he chooses you, right? Like he chooses you in salvation. Like we don't get that choice. He chooses you and he knocks on your door, as you see him. But what was that moment for you?
Ooh, I'm getting emotional.
The Holy Spirit.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. That's just a reminder of God's goodness.
Yeah.
And even supernatural healing and realizing that, my goodness, I cry every Sunday at worship, by the way. You catch my boy John Castillo. He's here behind the scenes right now, who's a man of God. I cry every Sunday at worship just because to know that you're actually at this moment. I would never see myself talking of God the way that I am, going to church, lifting up my hands, but he's that good.
Yeah.
So thank you for your vulnerability. Those tears are of joy and of growth.
I'm like, oh, trying
it's
to hold him.
It's all good. Don't hold them. Let them go. I'm going to nap and some makeup.
Literally.
Tranquila. Thank you for your vulnerability.
It was definitely when I lost my dad. That was like, I just feel like the peace that came after it. And then just giving us that opportunity to be together as a family during the time where he was sick.
And
God was like there the whole time. And my dad, he had been through a lot through his like childhood, that a lot of things that I didn't even know about, you know? And a lot of things were revealed during that time. And it was a blessing because my siblings, we don't work, we're in the music industry, so we didn't have like a job. So God truly put us all together during that time where he was battling cancer. So we found out, and once we found out he got cancer, it was like stage 4. It was already like too late. So we went to DR to try to just get him on a really good diet, get him like herbal teas, and like try to do it the natural way. And we had more accessibility to like nurses and hospitals versus like in the States. So there were just a lot of like supernatural things that happened during that time. And my dad was like, because cancer isn't from God, it's really from the enemy, but God will allow things to happen. And God let that happen so we could all get together again as a family.
for the good, for the greater good.
Yeah. And we had been through a lot years prior to that we were at it. A lot of things were very dark for me and for my family. So it's like, I don't know, when I was living my life prior to all that, I was so like, I would say, what's the word, jaded? Like I didn't even, like I wasn't paying attention to like the things that really mattered, and it was really family. And God had to like tap me, and I feel like he put us together during that time and revealed a lot of things. I know I already said that, but
That's okay. We're having a combo here.
yeah.
The
And,
petition counts.
yeah, right. And my dad was facing like a lot of demons, a lot of dark things that I feel like if he wouldn't have gotten sick, he wouldn't have made it to heaven, honestly. Even though he was the best guy ever, honestly. There was just a lot of things that he was fighting. And when we got together as a family during that time, we truly there'd just be moments that the Holy Spirit will reveal himself to us. Like, I don't know how much I want to reveal, but I mean, there was just, I don't even know.
The hand of God was on it, and pressing you in one of your darkest moments where, it's not that it's a funny story, and I don't really, I feel like, and thank you for sharing, thank you for your vulnerability. I'm going to give you a second to breathe and kind of,
I'll be able to speak more.
Yeah, no, but no worries. I think this all falls into place. Kind of piggyback as to your dad, Vlad, and may he rest in peace. I did an interview with Primer Impacto, just talking about, my walk now and what I do. And obviously, I don't always share this either, but I feel like God has called me in this season of my life to just be a vessel, man. Like, just to use me, be a fisher of men.
Yes.
And like, I used to tap, like, obviously this is the first time that we talk about this, right? But like, your walk, your story wrecks me and continues to remind me why God has me here. I used to tap in with your dad.
Wow.
And I remember sliding into, I don't know if it was my DM, but we got to a point that we were in text messages.
Wow.
And I don't know, it was
what
something.
Time was this?
It was literally, I think, before the cancer or when it was happening.
Wow.
And I don't know what it was, but then we started talking about God, and something in my heart made me start praying for him and praying with him. And then we were tapping in on that. Yeah. And then your mom hits me up, and I'm talking to your mom, and obviously your mom's a hustler. She's a go-getter. God bless her. Proverbs 31 woman, a virtuous and righteous woman. I love her. Yes. But then now I'm like praying with her and pouring onto her, and I'm like, yo, get to church.
This is crazy.
And then one day I'm on socials, and I'm seeing you getting baptized. I'm seeing your dad baptized. I'm seeing your brother baptized. I'm seeing your mom speaking of God, and I'm just like, my gosh, like, what are you doing? And And I thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak because, first of all, taking a look at your journey, taking a look at the things that you were able to live in the world. And look, we all make mistakes. I think I told you this off the camera, or maybe on the camera. We don't judge yesterday's decisions with today's wisdom. We get new grace. The righteous fall 7 and get back 8. Proud of you of all that you've been through, and you're here now. You're here in this new season, which is incredible. But
so thankful.
You know, I think that you also have to remind yourself that we're not perfect. We're imperfectly perfect, seeking infinite progress. We're a work of art and a masterpiece. And always reminding you, and something that I feel like I need to tell you is God has you in this season for a reason.
Yes.
And the enemy is not creative. So continue to push through. And just proud of you in this season.
Thank you.
I find that, you know, it's funny. I think we talked about this before, the difference between success and fame. And I feel like, you know, obviously fame, and if you get a taste of fame, sometimes that moment is a memory, but then the memory transitions into a monument and then you idolize that and people get stuck in that fame.
Yeah.
But I always say with blessings comes burdens and comes breakdowns. You know, how hard is it to remain encouraged, remain inspired? Because I do feel that, you know, like they began at you sometimes. How do you keep your head straight? And what would you tell if you had an opportunity for someone who perhaps wouldn't be able to put your shoes on for a couple of hours or days?
I would just say we're human. We're learning. Me, I'm a mother. I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a big believer in my faith, and that's what keeps me strong. If I didn't have that, I know I would just spiral and go downhill like I have before. And it just shows the proof of how all those comments or criticism and everything doesn't get to me as I did back then, you know, because I have I don't want to believe, I used to believe all those things about myself. But when you find God, you truly find love. And I feel I've found love for myself.
Love that.
I don't think I loved myself back then.
Of course,
you know,
we try to find love through others. Even myself in back, like, you know, in my past dating days, you know, the world teaches you that you find love by finding someone that loves you to love you. But if you don't love yourself, how can you love yourself? And it's funny, and I got to give a big shout out to one of my spiritual brothers, John Porras, from our church. I sat with him one day and I was walking, and our identity statement is very important. But compared to what our identity statement is world, it's not who we are. And I remember once he did this exercise with me, and he was like, and I want to give you this exercise, and to everyone who's watching, two adjectives like that you feel you own, and then two that perhaps you want to work on. I'll give you mine, for example. Okay. I told him, I'm kind and passionate.
Same.
Right? I'm kind and passionate. And then the two that I have an opportunity to work on is courage and discipline. For me, discipline is looked as castigo, which is punishment, and it's discipline is self-love, and it's something that I have had to work on. I'll forget about it. I'm on boot camp time. I'm up today. I got up at 3:30 in the morning. That's when I started my day.
Nice.
But I also feel that sometimes, like,
that's discipline.
You know, discipline, courage. Sometimes I feel like I dim my light, or I worry,
I can see that. I do that too.
You know, so then
fear.
Exactly. So then basically now my identity statement, which I remind myself, my image through God is, my name is AJ Ramos. I am a kind, courageous, passionate, and disciplined son of the living God.
I love that.
And if those things don't align to what I'm doing, I don't do it anymore.
That's great.
You know what I mean? So I'm going to give you that homework, and I'm going to check in on you and be like, yo, what's your identity statement?
Yeah, I actually went through this soul care program that it was all about I think there was about 6 lies of your identity. And it was about performance.
Preach, give me more, my gosh.
It was about performance, and you kind of just figure out the lies of what you believe and have embedded in yourself.
Okay. Tell me more.
And mine was performance, where you want to be perfect for everybody. Yeah.
And the people pleaser comes out.
That's the second one. And I was a people pleaser.
Ooh, performance, people pleaser.
Another one was a defensive. Like you're a defensive person.
Yeah, you take everything personal.
Exactly. I felt that way as well. A I wish I had the book on me right
No,
now.
it's all good.
But
This is great, though.
yeah, it was so good.
I think of something else is like probably the spotlight effect, where you feel like everyone's watching you, or it's all about you, or even some narcissistic traits.
And when I tell you, we just grabbed a whole bunch of VHS videos, and I would look back at all those videos, and I was so shy. Wow. I'm still very shy, honestly. Yeah. If I'm sitting in a room, I'm not really going to be the loud one talking. I'm going to be chilling. But it just goes to show that, like, being in the limelight like that and in person, like, in front of so many people, it's very hard. It's very hard. And I'm like, oh, I'm always a shy little girl. I'm like, I wasn't really ready for all this. And it goes to show that, you know, everything. Yeah.
Motherhood.
Yeah.
What has motherhood taught you?
Oh, man, everything.
My goodness.
My little girl. I love her so much. She'll be 5 in August.
What's one thing that she has surprised you with, and you're like, my gosh, I can't even believe it?
She is a jokester.
Okay.
And I don't know where she gets it from. Maybe my brother, because he's a jokester too. But she is so funny. Like, she just be making these faces, like, and I'm like, girl, like, she's hilarious. And yeah,
what has motherhood taught you?
Motherhood has just taught me patience.
Okay.
You know, dealing with a toddler, you gotta have patience. And
Your mom's probably like, tú
Yes. No, I was even...
La vas a pagar.
I know. I was going through it like a month ago, I would say. And it was a challenge for me where my patience was so low with her. And I'm like, I feel it was the enemy, like, messing with my brain. Like, am I a good mom? Because of how easily, like, triggered I would get with her, and, like, trying to figure out the ways of gentle parenting, of, like, dale un pau pau, you know, here and there, like, she needs it.
Of course.
So I'm just like, but yeah, it was getting to me, because I never been in that space where I would say I'm a new mom still, you know.
I was just literally gonna tell you, I was like, hey, listen, have you been a mom before?
No.
Also, then give yourself a little grace, and you're learning as you go. But I could only imagine the fire that your daughter has put in your bag.
Man.
And honestly, I'd love to get into this new season in your music, which I see you dropping some new music, adding sauce to it.
Thank you.
Talk to me about this season of your life. What can the people expect? What does the music represent? You just dropped a new single.
Yes.
Let's talk about that, and let's just talk about all that's happening right now on the music side of it.
It's funny because every time I go into a studio, and if I'm working with, like, new people, I always just tell them, hey guys, we're making music that my daughter can listen to.
Let's go.
And that's it, period.
You're smart. You're already ahead of the wave, like Jen Alpha.
If I can't show my daughter my video, like, if she can't sing along with it, what's the point? So I would say it's in that space where it's very fun, lighthearted, love. La Familia is that. It's catering to my family and the love we share with each other and for everyone. I did it with my brother, my sister, and then the 2 girls from Bella Dos. They're a girl group. My sister's in a girl group, Bella Dos. And we were in Punta Cana, home, eating while we're making music. It was so organic. It felt so pure and just fun, you know? So we were working with Hansel, and he created the beat. We had a real saxophone.
Wow.
And we were all just sitting there like, okay, let's make something that's just so rich in what we believe in. And it's crazy because all of us lost our fathers, the 2 girls in the group as well. So we all were like, let's make a song about for family. This is what we're in right now. This is how we're feeling the love. Let's make something that helps people understand love and then understanding hurt, you know, and thanking God for it, because that's the strength. Grieving is such a big topic and a hard thing to get through. And the sound is just, it feels good. It's vibrant. It's like, yeah, I'm excited.
You think you're in your best season thus far?
Yes. And my daughter was there too. And it was really amazing to have her there because she's been in the studio with me before, but having her there during a time where it's really family and seeing my brother and sister get to create, and she's just, you'll see in the music video, it's very organic. It's literally that. It's us sitting on the mattress, in the bed, writing, doing melodies, eating food. We're praying for our food. And yeah, it's beautiful. I'm excited for it to really get shared to the world.
You got to make sure you check that out on YouTube. Check out her channel, DaniLeigh. Subscribe, like. She got, you dropped couple of songs before that, correct?
Yes.
Could you share a little bit about those?
Of course. The first record that I dropped this year was Expensive. And
Were you nervous?
yeah, I
Transitioning into
was. I
this
haven't
new
dropped
season?
music in so long.
How long has it been?
It had been like 3 years. It had been like
Look at
3
that.
years. I know.
Congratulations.
I needed that time. It was really important for me for this season, you know, and to meet God and truly surrender to Him. Because I was raised going to church,
Of course.
but I just never truly got to know Him and have a intimate relationship with Him. So the first record was Expensive, and at first I wrote the record to be just like a cool, bouncy, like Miss Expensive, calling myself cool and all that stuff, just like past stuff. And I'm like, once I got into the season, I'm like, I need to put this something with more substance. So Miss Expensive was just a record for calling myself Miss Expensive on things that I've cost myself. Peace.
Wow. Beautiful.
Family, loss, like a lot of things, and putting the value into the wrong things. So that was like the twist on Expensive, and just kind of removing everything. If you see the music video, they strip me off everything, and it's designer hats, it's designer bags.
La movie, la película, la movie.
And then pretty much just like starting over. So that was phase 1, I would say.
Okay.
Phase 2 was G.O.D. Walking in My Purpose. Thank you.
Record. So catchy.
Oh, thank you.
Catchy. That's about.
Yeah, I feel that one got such a great response. I was really happy about that one. The music video just shows resilience, strength, just walking my purpose. That's why a lot of the shots in the music video are very symbolic. Like, it's just me running towards the camera. It's about resilience. Like, I'm running towards what I got going, you know? And in my career, I'm stepping into it with strength and overcoming it. So, and having God co-sign me, you know?
You're like literally sharing with your community, but also a new audience, your journey in this walk through your song. That's so fire.
Thank you. And then I would say phase 3, just stepping into that bag. I really wanted to showcase my dance and get into that space again.
Listen, we're saved, not soft.
Yeah.
I think sometimes people tend to forget that, you know, we're called to conquer as well. Let's go.
Yeah. So just stepping in my bag, and even through all the heartbreak, I'm still choosing my direction. I don't care if I fall, I'm going to get back up and I'm going to step my way through it. So that was that vibe.
I love
But now
that.
La Familia, showing love to my family.
What's really important in life,
What's really
right?
important in life.
Isn't it crazy, like the reverse
Yes.
engineering? I'm actually in the season of my life too, where I'm trying to be more intentional with family, because just like
it's
you
important.
in the world,
I'm so
sacrificing
grateful.
everything,
Yeah.
and you know, like it's a borrowed breath at the end of the day. So Familia is about the family, and you shot the video where?
In Punta Cana, in
In
our
Punta
house.
Cana?
Yeah.
Someone's gonna think that you weren't working, but you were working, huh?
Oh, no, I was working.
And by the way, once again, check it out on YouTube. What would you tell your new fans, your community? Is there anything else that you'd like to share with them?
Just stay tuned. I told people that I was going to be very consistent this year.
Let's go.
You know, there's no rules. With this day and age, there's no like, let's wait 3 months. I'm like, I'm dropping. I'm tapping in. I'm trying to get it all out, you know? So I'm excited. Yeah.
For someone, and I think this is interesting because, you know, as you're walking and getting closer to God, what would you encourage and what would you share to someone that perhaps haven't had an intimate relationship with God? What would you tell them about your God?
Oh, He's very kind. You'll pray for things. If it doesn't happen, it's okay. Something else will happen. And then you'll start to realize, like, wait, this is God's actual plan for me. And it's so much better. So I feel you gotta, I don't know, it's hard. I would say it's not an easy journey at all. Like, you'll get very disappointed and think He's left you, but stay strong. Stay strong, because it's a beautiful thing when you truly have faith and have love for yourself and love for Him. He loves you so much. It's just,
not good. She out here preaching.
I just think it's a beautiful thing to like the practicing of it all, because it's all about being kind, loving one another, not judging, forgiveness, patience. Like, it's just a beautiful way of living, I would say.
What would you tell, last one here? I think like we're building this momentum. I don't want to finish this conversation, but what would you tell some inspiring mothers who have some dreams in their hearts and they perhaps feel like, you know, I can only be a mom? Like, what would you tell them?
Oh no, you cannot only be a mom. You are you. Your kids will shape you and help you grow.
Mm.
But keep fighting because they're watching you. You're not, they're watching you. That's what helps me, at least. I know I want to grow up so that my daughter can grow up and be like, wow, look at my mom. She did this. She overcame this. She strived. So just keep going. Keep going. Life is life. Be lifing. But
Life be life. The
life be
journey
lifing.
is the destination.
Yes.
Mi gente, we're at the Spotlight. DaniLeigh's in the building. Check out her music. Familia is out. It's on her YouTube channel. Subscribe.
Yeah.
And just reminding you, man, let's get it. It's up to you. You versus you.
Yes.
Inner Peace is a new millionaire. DaniLeigh in the building. Let's go.
Thank you.